morning, sir.
Good morning.
Respected sir, we feel really honored and privileged to meet a personality as eminent as you. Sir, let me tell you that we both were really excited when we got to know that we are going to have a word with an IRTS officer.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, tell us something about your school days. Were you always so focused in studies?
Actually, we had very good culture where it was mixed. We had to do our schooling and everything. Then I used to take part in cultural activities also, like debate, extempo, and all those things. And those participation actually also helped a lot in cracking all these interviews and everything. So it was just a mix of both, studying and taking part in extracurricular activities.
So, what are your views towards the importance of school in shaping students' personality?
It's actually, it shapes the people because it forms the base. Once for till 12th, whatever you learn, rest after wherever you go is an add-on. So once your base is not strong, then your the foundation, when your foundation is shakes, you're not that strong or competent. So school shaped everything. We saw school gave us a good education from your learning or knowledge perspective. School shapes that. The rest, you have friend circle, which gives you which shapes your personality. You have 50 people, your 50 classmates in the class with whom you stay for 12 years, 14 years. You speak to them, you share their food with them, you play with them. So all those things shape your personality, be it your thought process. You must have seen your friends helping you, which create you a good human being. You see that and learn and try to inculcate that also in your day-to-day activities. So school shapes a lot. It's school which creates a very good human being, a responsible citizen and everything.
While looking at your biodata, we got to know that you have cleared the civil service examination and secured All India rank 541, which is really commendable. So nowadays UPSC isn't an exam anymore, but it is the dream of masses. Rather, we can say that it is a national dream. And today we are having a commissioned civil servant among us. Sir, could you please share your experiences, efforts and sacrifices were made towards the way of UPSC?
UPSC requires first of all a very disciplined lifestyle where you have to forego many things like visiting, attending marriages. I have seen many of my classmates getting married, but I have to forego them because you have to stay focused. So a disciplined lifestyle is very important. It doesn't happen that you are studying today and after 3 days you are not doing anything and fourth day you are studying. There should be a fix. You have to have a disciplined mindset where you have to spend considerable number of hours in studying. And studying doesn't mean you have to, what we say, that rod learning. UPSC wants to see your thinking process, how good you are thinking, how conceptually you are strong. So by reading things, you are aware of the problems or you get background information. Now you have to apply your own thought process. So for that, your creativity, out of box thinking is also important. So hard work is mandatory. There is no substitute for hard work. Along with hard work, you have to be smart. It's not key if I am studying for 18 hours a day, that will help me crack UPSC. You have to do smart work also. Hard work is not sufficient. You have to see whatever material which is required, how much it is required, and how much of effort should I give on particular topic and everything. So hard work plus smart work will do. Just hard work is not sufficient.
It's got glued at one term, Bhabha Atomic Research Center. So please could you elaborate a bit on your link with this nuclear facility of India?
So it was a competition actually. That's why I was stressing on taking part in extracurricular activities. So I got very less marks in 12th. It was 68%. If you see in Tamil Nadu, it's considered, it's a very less marks because they are 80-85% average, and people get admission in a very good college, you need 90 plus at that time. So I was quite sad I was not able to get good marks in 12th. So I got into college, and during college there was a competition where Department of Atomic Energy selects 30 students all over India for presentation on Indian nuclear power program, where you get a chance to visit nuclear plants all India, which is a very rare because within 1 kilometer of radius of the nuclear power plant itself no one is allowed. So that changed everything. That gave me confidence. Fine, once you got selected into 30 students all over India, so there is something So I really even if one get less mark, one should work hard. If you get less mark, you should not be demotivated. But right that time I was demotivated, but that boosted my confidence. And after presenting in front of scientists, the prominent scientists of India, it boosted the morale, and that encouraged me more to take part in extracurricular activities. And we can say even my UPSC interview around 5 minutes were on this only. So in that way, that this particular event helped me also because it was from a field which I have knowledge. So I was able to answer those questions also.
So how do you make it to such a prolific place, and what are your inspirations or things which kept you motivated towards the goals?
First, you have parents, because when you see your parents are working hard, and you try to make them proud. And secondly, you have plenty of options. The new generation wants to change things. They have energy also, and they want to bring new India. So the best part is civil services, and the best part is where you get paid to do good things, where you get salary to do good things. So nothing can be better than that. And school played an important role because school gave a value system of serving the society. So when all these things combined were a factor which motivated, and as you have seen, as you told, UPSC has become not just a dream, passion and everything for many of them. Their passion is to serve. Many have developed that passion to serve the society. So that motivated me a lot.
Going through your list of achievements, we also got to know that you were selected for a Parliament Fellowship in Delhi. Sir, could you please tell us something about your role and experience in the Parliament?
It was a very good experience because Parliament is temple of democracy. It's a floor where you can get issues raised of common public and bring it to the notice of entire country. So it's a rare opportunity where helping a member of Parliament in raising issues, helping them with their debate and discussion. So those things create impact. Even things which get debated in Parliament for 5 minutes, it brings to what we said, the policy makers notice that and try to change the policies, make changes in the policies to make it more conducive for the citizen. So in that way, it was very satisfactory experience. Exposure was good, where you get to see so many reports, so many laws. So I developed my knowledge also. So in that way, it was a very satisfactory experience.
Job profile has been very diverse. So you have many worthy experience to share with us. So please share some of the experience which you think that can motivate students.
So we have job experience after joining Tundla. So here we have to see one thing, ki wherever we go, we have to create some difference there. If you are giving someone, if you are staying there for 1 year and nothing changes, and you give your predecessor, successor the same thing which you got without adding on something, then my presence haven't created much difference. So we restored the library of Tundla. There were around 3,000 books pre-independence era, which was in complete shambles. So during lockdown, we restored all those 3,000 books and reconstructed our library. And one of the satisfactory experience was that there was no toilet for women employees or women who come to office. So the office has been there for last 50-60 years, not 50-60 years, 100 years. So that was a positive change where you have to think about people around you, what are the difficulties which they are facing. So in that time, I am glad our team did this. Then we have created an atmosphere where we encourage everyone to work on their potential, an atmosphere of working environment where everyone is treated equally. So all those things, and we are working on improving the facilities for our staff, passengers. We have developed our stations and to serve our public better. So that also was a sense of satisfaction.
Would you like to give to our students to keep working hard in our life and never lose?
So one thing I will suggest is many say that you have to be very studious and spend your every hour, each and every minute on study. That won't be that fruitful because you can take the book, you may sit with the book for hours. But if you are not reading or able to understand it, then you sitting for 8 hours is irrelevant. But if you sit for 2 hours and read it full day, what we say that focus, that 2 hours effort is much better than 8 hours. So should have proper mix, because if you go on studying for hours and hours, after certain time you lose interest. So that should not happen. And you can sustain your interest only when you have diverse things to do. Studying is prime most important thing. Other than that, extracurricular, taking part in dance, debate or sports activities, that will give you a time to release your pressure. And just what I used to say, that after what we say that studying for 7-8 hours during UPSC preparation, 1 hour of sports, and after that once you come back, once I used to come back and study, it was fresh, and with increased concentration I was able to focus on that. So have proper mix, and these extracurricular activities will help you a lot, because many have knowledge but they are not able to communicate it properly, so they lose their interviews in corporate sectors where communication skill is very important. So all those extracurricular activities will help you in developing your overall holistic personality, because it's not just sufficient you have knowledge, because if you have knowledge and if you are not able to convey or let the other person know you are good in that, then that's of not that much what we are not able to use or to get into something field which you want. So school is the best time where you can develop your overall personality, be it your communication skill, be it your sports skill, be it your learning and knowledge aspect. So balance is required. You have to focus on all these extracurricular things also. That will help you in developing overall personality.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving us your precious time and sharing. Thanks
a lot.
It was a great talking to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.